World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day. This is World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Impeached South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol said on Wednesday he decided to appear before an anti-corruption agency's questioning to avoid risk of bloodshed while claiming the agency's probe is illegal. Yonhap reported that Yoon issued the statement before heading to the headquarters of the Corruption Investigation Office for High-Ranking Officials or CIO in Gwacheon, south of Seoul, as the CIO and the police executed a warrant to detain the besieged president over his short-lived imposition of martial law. Investigators detained Yoon on charges of leading an insurrection, marking the first time a sitting president had been arrested. Meanwhile, Al Jazeera reported that South Korean acting President Choi Sang-mok met with diplomats from the Group of 7 nations, including the United States, Japan, Britain, and Germany, as well as a representative of the European Union, to reassure them that the government was stable. Choi has been in the role since December 27 when the legislature voted to impeach Yoon's initial successor, Han Duck-soo. Han had been acting president since Yoon was impeached on December 14 over his martial law declaration, and his presidential powers were suspended. In other news overseas, warnings were in place again on Wednesday in the Los Angeles area for the prospect of strong winds combining with dry conditions to spread wildfires as firefighters battled a series of blazes in the region that have already killed at least 25 people. The Voice of America reported that after winds were weaker than expected during the day on Tuesday, the National Weather Service said the region was not out of the woods yet, with the potential for a surge in winds through early Wednesday afternoon. Utility companies shut off power to more than 77,000 households to prevent their power lines from sparking new blazes. The winds threatened to undermine incremental gains that firefighters have made in recent days as they try to control 2 main fires that have been burning since last week. The California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection, also known as CAL FIRE, said the Palisades fire on the western side of Los Angeles had already burned 96 square kilometers. And news from the Philippine Foreign Service Post, Philippine Ambassador to France Juniver M. Mahilum West deposited the instrument of ratification of the Convention on Mutual Administrative Assistance in Tax Matters with the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development on the 7th of January 2025. The convention provides the Philippines with the legal basis for the exchange of information with other contracting countries and promotes increased cooperation on tax administration. The convention enters into force in the Philippines on the 1st of May 2025. The convention will allow the Philippines to request from and extend to 148 states parties various forms of assistance, such as exchange of information relevant to the administration or enforcement of domestic taxation laws, simultaneous tax examinations, recovery of tax claims, measures of conservancy, and service of documents. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.